Your boy Bob Rock. Let's see what's going on. Yo, welcome everybody. It's your boy Bob Rock. This is the B Rock RC Show, a live podcast for the drifter by a drifter. So let me sort my hair, to put my hair right. Ah, looking fresh a little bit, but I cleaned up nicely. So, welcome back. It's been a minute, and what a crazy time it's been, but so good to finally be back and be doing the show once again. I know I've been talking about it for a little bit, and a lot of stuff have been happening, but yeah, I've managed to get back in it, and hopefully we can keep that going. Damn, this key frame rate thing is still back here, and I don't know how to sort that out. So, um, anybody out there, you can just let me know. Okay, so I'm streaming live from Facebook using the live dashboard thingy. So if you guys have any idea of how to sort out the key frame rate and this low FPS thing, just let me know. Current frame rate is too low. Please set the frame rate to 15 to 60 FPS. Now, I'm not sure if I can set that now. Um, I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna try quickly. So we're gonna see if we can get this uh, going. Let's see. Nothing here. Um, you know what? Let's just leave it alone for a bit. We're gonna get back to it. Hey, Bob, nice to see you, man. Thanks so much for always being around, no matter what. Really appreciate it, man. How goes things there? How's Seb? Give him my regards. How's the audio, guys? I know the video isn't the best, but I just didn't get around to messing around with these settings just yet. So I will do that a little bit later and try and bump up the video quality. So please excuse me for that. Everything will come together nicely eventually. So let's dive right into it. What's been happening around the world in RC drifting? Yo, it's been quite a journey. I've missed out on quite a bit. I mean, I have been keeping my eyes out on what's been going on, but yeah, I kind of missed quite a bit, especially a lot of content, a lot of things to talk about. So I'm gonna try and just catch up as much as I can, really, and then see. Let's go from there. So welcome everybody once again to the B-Rock RC show, season 4, guys. I'm actually on season 4, episode 1. Well, if you're here on episode 1, well done to you, and I'm much appreciated. I think you guys are awesome. Um, I thought I would pick up from where I left off. So, if we have to go back, just a recap from last season, the last episode, which was episode 17. And at that time, and this is how far back I am. At that time, Overdose was just releasing their new setup board. Yokomo started releasing different versions of the new chassis, like the MD1 and then the SD1 and the RD1. And from then to now, there's been, I think, I think one more version of that came out. And that's not even mentioning the new venture into the weight shift scene. I'm sure you guys have seen it already. I can't even remember. I really should have noted it down. But they released a weight shift package for the I think it's the YD2 base. And let's see. At that time. Oh yeah, Kim Grande even made a comeback. So it just tells you how far away we were. And I was covering like all the different events, the final events and season events for the year from all over the world, EDC and Sweden and stuff like that. Uh, and yeah, so that episode one was actually supposed to happen round about January this year, and it's just been a mess. However, we are back at it. We are gonna get to it. So I would love to hear from you guys what is going on your side. For some reason, I can't see your comments. It's not allowing me to see the comments for some reason. Why? Why are you behaving? Or should I say not behaving? Block comments, hide comments, and I'm just checking what's going on here. Default all views can, yeah. Uh, but why can't I see the comments? Oh wait, we got something going on here. Ooh, okay. I don't know what I did, but somehow I'm seeing comments again. Yay! Okay, let's see. So Bob says, on my phone, you are coming across very clear, no issues. Thank you, Bob. Um, Okay, and he's answering his my question earlier. Everything's good, Seb doing well, having missed a few competitions because of school and exam prep. Yes, it's always been a rule of mine that work, family, and school comes first. RC drifting will always be there, but those things always come first. Let's see. Rob Sherry, how you doing, my bro? So good to see you back. Thank you for joining in. What's up, Dirk? Yes, the YD2 is LTS. Yeah, I forgot the what that acronym means, but something system. Anyway, you guys, load something. Okay, anyway, no worries about that. Interestingly enough, follow a goal. My follow goal of 500. I'm on 482. So thank you to all 482 of you who have followed already. I just need. We are 96% complete to get to 500. So woo! Let's try and get me to 500 viewers, and then. Let's see. Local guy here has one. Can't wait to see it in action. Yeah, I'll be honest. I haven't seen it in action as yet. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on there. And let's see something. Okay, forget the hair. Um, yeah, so I'm interested to see how what's the feedback on that. So we know in between Rhino Racing, and I must make special mention of this. Rhino Racing recently has been making waves with a series of products that they've been producing. I mean, everybody knows about the CLSD, and that was uh, n- n- to say, well, it's been a hit. It's become quite popular. A lot of people have gotten themselves a CLSD, myself included, although. I have not um, reinstalled it in my YD2 because I need some shims and I also need to do a bit of greasing, and then I'm not going to get into the whole reason why I haven't been drifting quite as often as I'd like. That's another issue, another topic for another day. However, I do want to get on it, and I know from feedback from many people that it's actually been absolutely incredible. So there's that, and then obviously they released there's some new versions to fit in the overdose GAM as well, and then I think in between that, or maybe I'm getting my wires crossed, but in between that, they've also released the Shark conversion kit for the YD2, which uh, from what I've heard and seen, has proven to be really good. So quite happy to hear about that as well, and I'm sure you guys are keen on also trying that out. So at the same time, we've got to ask when when does it when do we draw the line with these conversion kits? We understand the need for manufacturers to produce new products new innovative products and products that will enhance our experience. But where does the line stop? Do we start capping these kinds of innovations, or do we say like that's it? Let's just use what we use and keep it at that. So let's hear your comments about that. Let's see. Alongside my travels to guys, I gotta tell you about Rob, and I'm sure for guys that are long in the game, know Rob Fischetti. He's quite the and in my opinion, quite the connoisseur of chassis. He has some fantastic chassis. He knows how to put together a really unique, really nice chassis. And of course, that's why his nickname is Mr. High-End Parts Only. I'm sure, Rob, I'm sure you'll appreciate that. But yeah, man, I think uh, you should definitely check out Rob's work. I'm not sure if he still builds bodies for clients as well. You can hit him up. His work really, really is good. So you can always just have a quick conversation with him and see how I mean, just see how he can help you with that. And I'm sure he'd be more than happy to do so. Um, yeah, so this episode isn't anything like really fantastic. It's more of a catch up and more to sort of get back in the groove of a podcast. I know a lot of you guys, and you guys have been so fantastic with the reaching out to me, and I know a lot of you guys have missed the show. So hopefully, me being back will bring some sort of satisfaction to you guys. Um, with that, excuse me. Goals for the year. Ugh, we're not even going to get into goals for the year or current projects. Uh, the last thing I was meant to talk about was the RDX from RevD and that it finally landed. Excuse me. And that was back in January. So there has been a lot of hype around the RDX, and then it landed, and then there was a little bit of hubbub about it, and I don't know whether it's just me or maybe you guys can correct me, but to me, it's that hype has died down a bit. So correct me if I'm wrong. Has that specifically died down a bit, or has just uh, drifting in terms of products, has that maybe died down a little bit? Are people still drifting out there, or is it like almost like a seasonal kind of thing where we have these ups and downs with the RC drifting? And let's hear what you guys have to say. Any comments there? Hey, Viv, what you say, man? Thank you so much for joining in. I think there is a market for both. Some would like to have something different and flashy, and others will enjoy the original product to the fullest. I well, actually, that's a really good point. I think there's a lot of and just to add to that, which actually just triggers some points or some thoughts, really. I think that yes, there are a lot of people who enjoy not just the hobby, but enjoy that aspect of the hobby by collecting chassis or investing in these unique parts or these unique conversion kits. I do believe though that some of these conversion kits are a hit and miss. But what I found recently is that most of these conversion kits are actually becoming quite good. So yeah, I think that's a very good point that Verve brought up in that there's a market for both. And actually, I think you are 100% correct. And it appears that it's becoming more of a market, which is good competition is always good in the market, because what it does is that it creates choice for the customer, competition amongst manufacturers, which means that each manufacturer is going to try and be a little bit more creative and try and outdo the next manufacturer and create a product that is different and unique and niche in that it'll capture the market. So yeah, I think you are correct in that, Viv. So one of the things that I actually wanted to bring up also is something that Vivian posted on his profile recently, either yesterday or the day before, after his trip to the UK. And I know a lot of us have been following that trip of his and getting just as excited to seeing him at all the different tracks, like tour the UK. So something that he said, and I'm just paraphrasing, that he came back with a whole new perspective about drifting, and that his focus now is not going to be on is not going to be hard and fast on competing, as in like going absolutely hard on the in the competition and like aiming for that number one position all the time, aiming to win all the time. His approach has changed now. That whole perspective on drifting has changed. So I'm very interested and very curious to learn more about what that experience was like and what this newfound ideology. Ideology has such a bad connotation. What I'm trying to say is like a, a whole new perspective on drifting, and perhaps even how we all should approach drifting. I know one of the things he mentioned was that he's not going to focus on the competitive side, but focus on the driving and the fun and enjoyment side of drifting. So I mean, it stands to reason that if you focus on those items, that winning might just might just happen anyway. And and hopefully I'm getting this right, Viv. So maybe not focusing on the win, but rather focus on the drift itself and enjoying the drift itself. And if we so happen to win, then that's a bonus. But the aim isn't about winning. If I'm getting that right, just let me know. 100%. Okay, cool. Cool. I got you. So I did understand what you're saying. And I think it's great that you shared this perspective with us. And I for one definitely appreciate it, and I think I definitely understand that perspective and where you're coming from, and perhaps that's that's something that we need to push more amongst everybody, that focus on the fun and the enjoyment, focus on the drive. Let's not focus on the competition. Yes, you may enter the competition, then yeah, sure, you aim for podium position and aim for first position, but that shouldn't be the goal. So there's a difference between the aim and the goal. The aim might be there, but the goal is how we get there, the journey to how we get there. It's about the drive and that connection with your opponent, with the driver that you're driving against. And I suppose in some way we won't really look at it as an opponent, but uh, rather someone who you are just trying to drift with, you're just trying to tandem with. And I'm sure we all can agree, and we've all experienced this at some point in time, where even if it's just for a short section of the track, that single moment where the tandem is just absolutely sublime, it's just absolutely correct. You both are mimicking each other perfectly. You are in sync. Your throttle range is on point. You're matching each other perfectly, and that moment right there, I think, is what we're all aiming for. And then to try and replicate it all the way through the track, um, that in should be the essence of drifting now. I know that sometimes we've sort of moved away from that kind of thinking, that kind of thought, and maybe now is the time that we need to get back to that side of drifting. Like the saying goes, keep drifting fun. And that's exactly it. Maybe that's what we need to do is get back there so that we can encourage more guys to come in and more people to come back. I know times are hard, but maybe this this movement again towards keeping drifting fun might start another revolution. Let's see. Mazam says, "Good to see you back broadcasting." Ah, thank you, my brother. Really, really appreciate it. I'm so happy to be back. Jeffrey says, "Here in Denver at Scale Science, we don't compete. While occasional fun comes, we are purely there to get doors, big trains, and having fun. Some here do want more comps." Hey, I get stars now. Ah, this is awesome. Thanks, Verf. Wow, I really appreciate it, man. Um, oh yes, big shout out to the guys at Scale Science, especially my man Jordan Munch. If you haven't checked out his page yet and checked out Scale Science, please go out there and check it out. The guys are doing some fantastic work. Jordan is a fantastic guy, a fun guy to be around and chat with. He's awesome. Um, yeah, okay. Let's see. Furman says, "That's it, bro. Enjoy what drifting is about. Community, friends, having fun together. 100%. And we both know how awesome the community is. Uh, Rob says, "I always enjoy driving trains and doing laps instead of competing." Yes, man. Yes. I think the best example for that and I think only the guys who have been to Worlds, and I'm so happy to see that I'm one of them. I think the best example of this perspective into drifting that I can give to you guys is Worlds. Worlds practice track. I think everybody who's been there knows exactly what I'm talking about. The world's practice track was the best place to ever drift. I know you guys have awesome tracks out there, everywhere in the world, but the world's practice tracks was the best place to ever drift. That's just my opinion. Maybe I haven't visited enough tracks. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Though it has to be the best track to have ever drifted on. There were trains for days all the time. There was just just fun everywhere. Everybody's helping everybody else. You've met people you've only been chatting to forever and never got to meet. And that sense of community, of camaraderie, of brotherhood, of this whole perspective that we are now talking about is all combined into that one event. And that's at the macro scale. And then at a micro scale, everything there is on the track. It was the best place to be. And you can ask the guys themselves. All of them will tell you it's the best place. Everybody had the most amount of fun on the practice track. Even though we enjoyed the competition side, but the practice track was the best place. Hey, Diego. Yeah, thanks so much, man. So happy to be back. Hey, thanks, Mark. Thank you guys for joining in. I really, really do appreciate all you guys for joining in. It's uh it's really, really heartwarming and really um encouraging. to see you guys join me back on my podcast. It means a lot, so I really appreciate it. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna try not to make this episode too long, but it all depends on. I won't say it depends, but it's today. It's more about you guys than whatever else I have to talk about. I hope that I can get the stream going a lot better in the weeks to come, so that I can finally start adding in uh, my usual setup. So I'd like to get back to doing the track feature. I know a lot of you guys have really enjoyed that part. I know I did, especially learning the languages. That was awesome. So we're gonna try and get that back in. I wonder if I can. Hmm. Okay, it's not allowing me to. I was just trying something out. So sorry, please excuse me for just a second. Okay, don't worry. We're gonna get back into that. Let's see. Yeah, so for the guys that just joined in once again, this is your boy Bob Rock, and welcome to the B Rock RC Show, a live podcast for the drifters by a drifter. We are back with season 4. It's been a while, but hey, we made it out here, and we're gonna try and be more regular now and get it looking really nice. Uh, yeah, guys. So tell me, I'd love to hear more about what you guys have been up to. We've already had a great conversation about um, the new movement. I think that we should be encouraging and pushing, which is the old adage, keep drifting fun. And where have we lost it? I mean, I know, COVID and economic status and all these things have come into play, especially recently. But I mean, for how long are we going to use these same excuses? The thing is, everything's sort of back to normal, even though we are facing many, many challenges, but it's sort of back to normal. And let's be honest, we are sitting with the equipment. We are sitting with the drift cars, with everything that we need. So why are we not getting out there and enjoying it again? So hence this new this revived, I'd say, this revived perspective on RC drifting, where it's all about the drive. So maybe that's the focus that we need to start pushing. Maybe we should use that line. It's all about the drive, and expand on that. So actually, that's a good idea. Shoot, I don't know how. I think I forgot my pen answer. Okay, so next episode we are going to talk about that. It's all about the drive, and we're going to focus on the fun aspect of RC drifting, the community, the how we interact with each other, how we get along with each other, how we help each other. So that's the part we're gonna focus on. Perhaps we can invite a couple of uh, people on the show, and we'll get it going that way. So I have an idea how I'm gonna get some live interviews. So I'll work out the details. I just need to reset up my OBS and what and get all that going. But it should be good. So I hope you guys will stay on and enjoy. Uh, well, not enjoy. Well, I mean, I want you to enjoy, of course, but hopefully you guys will be around too. Um, Experience that. Uh, okay, guys. I must apologize, but I think for today, that's going to be it. This really was more of a get back into the game kind of episode slash introductory once again. And oh, what's this? Interesting, interesting. Sorry, I am messing around with some stuff which I really shouldn't be messing around with right now. But anyway, ah, there we go. Okay, cool. So just started to learn what's going on. Let's see, let's go back to the few comments. Okay, Bob says we need another Worlds. It will ignite the scene and bring everyone together again. 100% correct. I think we definitely need another world event again. In my opinion, there are a few guys who can make that happen, who are able to make that happen. Um, Japan for one, RCDC. I know the guys out there, they definitely can make it happen because they have the know-how, the technology, the setup, the everything to make a world's competition happen. So please, if anybody has connections to people in RCDC, the main guys there, maybe Overdose, Atsushi Ito, if you have if you have his ear, or if you got an inside ear in there, please throw in the suggestion that perhaps they could host a world championship. I know people will be super duper excited to get out to Japan. Imagine going to Japan for a world event. I mean, that would be so awesome. That would be amazing, absolutely amazing. I think tons of people would love to go there. So, you know, definitely worlds, yeah. In Japan, I know they can make it happen. In Europe, who can I say that can make worlds happen? Maybe the guys in Sweden, maybe the guys that did the Clash of the Titans. Maybe you guys can do something and can do a worlds, or perhaps the old Tory Circuit crew. Maybe they can make something happen. So that's Netherlands and Sweden there. Out in the US, I know for sure 100%, 110% for sure. The Super G Drift guys can make it happen. Joey and Steve, I know you guys can definitely make the world's competition happen. You have the you have everything going for you. You have the I think the best competition out there in the US has to be the Super G series. You guys can definitely make it happen. So, I hope this part of the message reaches you. And dude, let's plan something then. What can I do from my side to help that movement along, to help make that happen? Well, with that being said, I don't want to leave out anybody in the UK. Um, the guys at NRD or Red Trap. Um, I know Dan the man. I know you can make that happen. You just need a few hands, but I know you guys out there in the UK can happen, and you've got some really nice facilities there as well. So maybe you can make that happen too. So at least we've identified some spaces where we can make that happen. In Thailand, the TDC, yeah, TDC, you guys can definitely also make that happen. You host some big competitions. I know a couple of friends of mine have been there. Pierre, I know he's competed there. Can't remember who else though. But yeah, so there's options, guys. There's options. If if you have the ear of any one of them, let's have the conversation and let's see how we can plan to have another Worlds. I think the RC Drift world needs a world competition now. It's been way too long. Been way too long. Yes, there's big comps happening everywhere here in SA as well. Um, and shout out to the guys out in Cape Town, KRCT. I think that's the name of the um, um, yeah, I think that's the name of the new drift track that just opened in Cape Town. I know the Cape Town guys are really excited about it. It looks great. Guys are enjoying it. They're getting out there again, which is very encouraging to see. So I hope you guys keep that up and grow from strength to strength. EDC out in Jersey, I know you guys are killing it. And what I like about EDC is that they are developing the track even more and even more, and it's becoming a world-class venue, really, genuinely, and I'm saying that objectively and a little bit with some bias, because obviously I got to support local is lekker. I got to support them, and but the track generally is really good. So I think we definitely getting up there. uh, you, you guys definitely wanna see it. Maybe we need to do revisit some of these tracks. Yeah, I think I've rambled along for quite a bit for now. Let's go back to the comments. Okay, no, we stopped at the last one at Bob, where he says, "We need another world. It will ignite the scene again and bring everyone together." Totally agree. If you guys, I see we have 6 viewers. Yes, we are getting back in there. I'm so happy to see that. Um, yeah, they went down to 5. Anyway, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I'm happy to see at least some viewers out there. Uh, yeah, guys. So just to recap, remember uh, we are now going to shift the paradigm a little bit when it comes to drifting. Yes, we all love a good competition, and I think competition is healthy. So let's not completely discount competitive RC drifting at all. Competitive RC drifting is healthy in terms of improving our skill and raising our skill in a by a lot in a very short period of time. And I'm sure everyone's experienced this. Like you go for one really good comp and you come back almost feeling enlightened. I know that's how I felt whenever I went for a comp. Like when I went for Worlds and came back, I felt like the best drifter ever. So I think it also is great for your self-esteem and your self-confidence. It's a really good boost. So competitive drifting has its place, but it should not overrule the experience of RC drifting. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. So we're now going to push for drifting is fun. Let's keep drifting fun. And the line that we're going to use, and I really should have written this down, um, was Uh, shoot, I forgot. Okay, I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back and replay the podcast to find out what on earth I said. But I had a really good line, and I think we're going to use that line as well to push the new perspective on RC drifting. That it's all about fun. Enjoy the drive. There's it. I found it. I remember. RC drifting. Enjoy the drive. And I would like to leave you guys on that note. Remember, guys, as much as competitive RC drifting is also fun, um, but it shouldn't be our ultimate focus at the moment because now we want to evolve the drifting into an experience and not just a time that you use to go and do this hobby. So we want to change it from a moment where we just going and participating in this hobby. We're changing that to rekindling the experience of RC drifting. Hence, enjoy the drive. So we're going to push that hashtag enjoy the drive. We're going to push that all over people. So if you are hearing this, hashtag enjoy the drive. This is our this is our move. This is our new perspective on RC drifting, and we're going to keep that going so that everybody is going to enjoy it. We're going to get more people involved, and we all going to have a lot more fun with RC drifting. So with that, guys, I will love you and leave you, and I'm gonna catch you guys next week, same time, same place, right here live on Facebook. I am considering moving the live podcast to YouTube. So let me know if you guys are Happy with that, or should I just keep it to Facebook? Let me know which one's easier for you guys. If you guys are feeling that YouTube is a little easier, let me know, and it won't be a mission to change over. I think I don't think I have the software um, to stream to both platforms. Where's Jack? Jack, you need to get in touch with me, or I need to get in touch with you and just chat more about having streaming to both these platforms. But we'll get to it. Right, guys. So thank you once again for joining in on this episode of the B-Rock RC Show, a live podcast for the drifters by a drifter. It's been awesome. It's been fun. I'm so happy to be back. It's really uh, yeah, it's really I don't know, it's got me in my feels here. It's really doing something for me, and I think it's because I really, really missed it. So I'm really happy to be back, and I'm even more happy to see so many of you guys coming back and enjoying the podcast, even if it's just for a minute, even if it's just for a single minute, and you are here. I'm really, really happy that you joined in. You guys are awesome, and I'll catch you again next week. So, peace.